The sun god of Elbaf. Hello, One Piece enthusiasts. I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about One Piece chapter 1128. And, well, I got something wrong, which is this is not a hallucination. This is, in fact, a dollhouse. And just as most people suspected, this is made out of blocks, and there is some guardian here that has kept them. And the guardian being the sun god of Elbaf. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. So, going into this, we already knew deities were going to be a huge factor, and now we finally get to see the original Straw Hats. And when we mean the original, that means the Straw Hats we got from East Blue. So we found Chopper. And I think this will be it. I don't really think we will be finding the other Straw Hats anytime soon, and this separation is going to be something for a while. And again, it keeps me getting excited because, again, we're back with the original members of the crew. We've had very wholesome moments, and to see them back together is kind of nostalgic. The dynamic has kind of stayed the same, but again, everyone has evolved as people. But Luffy still being Luffy, and Usopp not showing any character growth, kind of frustrating, to be honest. I mean, let's talk about that. So Usopp, I have high expectations for Usopp at Elbaf. We've mentioned this time and time again. Elbaf is going to be Usopp's arc, and the way it's starting, I can see Usopp not really going anywhere or not really making much of progress, but at the same time, this is a part of the plot that is very inconsequential compared to the rest of the main plot of the Elbaf arc. Maybe, perhaps. Elbaf, the way it's been built, is going to be a very serious arc. It's not going to be some goofy place that we're going to hang around and party and meet fun-loving characters. No, there's going to be serious problems. There's going to be a lot of consequences to the actions of the Straw Hats. Whatever happens at Elbaf is going to lead them towards the One Piece, and so there will be vital moments in the arc where I'm expecting Usopp to shine. So Usopp being Usopp right now doesn't bother me as much, but I really hope I get some hints towards Usopp's growth, and there's something I'm really looking forward to in the arc. Now, other than blabbering about Usopp, the sun god himself is a giant, and thus as we expected, this is probably some giant's dollhouse. And to be completely honest, we don't know what Loki looks like. And for Loki, the king of Elbaf, to be represented as the sun god is almost very fitting, because with the lore and with the mythology that has been introduced into the world of One Piece, sun god Nika is a warrior of liberation. And for most people in the One Piece world who do know about sun god Nika, or the sun god itself, knows that sun god is probably going to be the highest level of deity that the One Piece world will ever see. And for Loki to be the sun god himself, or pretending to be the sun god himself so that he has powers over everyone, is kind of fitting. And to be completely honest, at first glance, when I first looked at the drawing of this quote-unquote sun god, I thought it was going to be a gimmick gag character. But to be completely honest, for someone who can turn people into just dolls and shape them into, like, literally change their clothes through devil fruit powers, I'm presuming that this sun god is very, very, very strong, or has, if not strong, but has crazy powers that we have not seen before. Imagine, the Straw Hats were on a ship, and there were two ships were of course separated, but this guy, this sun god, somehow knocked them out of the ship, took them back to his Lego house, turned them into literal dolls, trapped them in a cage, and somehow changed their clothes while being 10 times bigger in size. Again, this is some next level power that we have no idea about. Now, it's going to be very interesting. This is a theory of mine that it could possibly be a stronger version of Sugar's fruit, because remember, Sugar's fruit turns people into toys and they don't have their memories. But Luffy and the others do have their memories, but at the same time, Luffy can access to his powers. So no, I kind of was wrong on that one, but it could be something similar to what Sugar does, which is creating... For Sugar, it was creating dolls. For Sun God or maybe Loki or whoever this guy is, it could probably be something related to transformation. And transformation that is not just of miniature scale, but rather a lot. Because the creatures that we've seen with the Sun God, which is the bird and the snake, all of these are, honestly, compared to normal, very strong. And to think that this guy either can make them or take command of them is highly impressive for a giant. And again, we don't have any ideas as to what Elbaf looks like. The creatures Elbaf has, like, we're literally in the dark. We have no idea where this place is. We finally got a place with the map. We finally got a map of the place, which will probably lead us outside of this place, and we can probably see the outside world in the real Elbaf. But then again, yeah, this isn't the real Elbaf. This is just a part of it. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to how actually this guy turns out to be a struggle. If he's going to turn out to be a gag character, that would kind of be disappointing, considering Luffy has been built up to be Sun God. Luffy is the Sun God, and we finally get the first person we see who is like a big bad of Elbaf is a Sun God. You'd expect him to be strong, and I really wish he is strong. I could see there being only two ways. One, Oda literally treats this as a gag character who is basically like Duval, who thinks of himself as strong, or makes himself look to be strong but is not, or this guy is actually as strong as, I don't know, Emu or the Gorosei. Literally no gags, just literal power. But with the way the story is progressing, I don't really think the Straw Hats will have a serious fight anytime soon, because right now we're just exploring the place going around. Maybe we can come back to the Sun God. Maybe the Straw Hats escape and come back to the Sun God later down the line, and probably will turn out to be the main antagonist of the arc, but who knows? To be honest, I have too much expectations in my head for the Sun God, but let's just say, yeah, he's gonna turn out to be a gag character, but a way out of this would be very cool. And that's all I had to say for the video, honestly. There wasn't much to talk about. There's a lot to look forward to. The setting is very nice, and the dynamic between the crew, again, is impeccable. I love the direction Oda is taking with this, and I really don't want to see a serious fight, because we've just been through the 5 Elders, and that is a lot to take. I'm not really expecting a serious fight anytime soon, but Luffy and the others getting out of this, finally going to Elbaf, the real Elbaf, and we finally get to see the real thing, would be very interesting. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace.